Mr. Lumumba, you are charged with 2 counts of driving while intoxicated. You've worked out an agreement. They're going to dismiss one in exchange for your plea on the other one. Pleading on 089. This one is, they're all both away. The agreement that you have is 180 days in jail, to be probated for 15 months. As part of
Okay, pause for a second. Notice how the judge is stressing the evaluation, or TZ. That's basically the court's way of digging deeper to see if this defendant needs more than just the basics, like outpatient treatment or even inpatient rehab. Quick question for you guys: do you think courts should push harder for rehab in DWI cases, or stick to strict punishment? Drop your thoughts below.
the agreement, you will do a DWI education class. You will do 3 victim impact panels: substance abuse treatment. You will also do what's called a TRAS. The TRAS is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. They will probably, because the fact that you have 2 open DWIs, they will probably add other conditions. It may be supportive outpatient treatment. It may be intensive outpatient treatment. I don't know. It may be inpatient. I have no idea. You must fulfill whatever other conditions they assess on you. No drugs, no alcohol, a guardian interlock, 25 hours of community service. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes, sir.
You need to understand that one of these will go on your record. The other one is going to be dismissed. But because of the fact that you have at least one of these going on your record, officers will always see this forever. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you're here, whether you're in Maryland, whether you're Alaska. And if you get pulled over, an officer, first thing they do is they run your license. They're going to see DWI, DWI. If they come up to your car and they smell alcohol on you, what do you think they're going to do?
Pull me out
Not just pull you out.
and breathalyze.
And what?
Arrest me.
Probably. I don't know for sure. But chances are they're going to see DWI, DWI. If they come up to you, they smell alcohol, it's probably not going to go well for you. So if I were you, even if you have a sip of alcohol, don't get into a car, because you're playing Russian roulette with your life. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you are done with this forever. You can never change this. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will send it to the agreement. I'm not going to suspend your license because you're taking the probation today. I don't know what DPS is going to do. They may suspend it, they may not. So do you know if his license is eligible now?
So Your Honor, it looks like he has a New Hampshire license, driver's license, but he does appear to be eligible out of New Hampshire.
Which one?
A New Hampshire.
Anyway, so if your license is not valid at this point, you are not allowed to drive. You need to get permission from us. You're going to be signing an affidavit with us today promising us you're not going to drive. Do you understand?
Yes.
You said it was?
It is eligible.
It is.
Oh, it is
It
eligible.
is, yes, Your Honor, it's eligible. It's an eligible New Hampshire driver's license.
Okay, as long as you have a valid license and you have liability insurance. So you must have car insurance. If you don't have car insurance, you're not allowed to drive. Do you understand? The other thing that you need is that if you're going to drive in whatever car you drive, you must have an interlock in it. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
So if I find that you don't have an interlock, it goes in lockout because you failed to pay for it. I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. If you don't remain in compliance with this, like you don't do your stuff on time, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. If you're living in Maryland and I have to issue a warrant for your arrest and they pick you up in Maryland, holy moly, you're going to sit in jail for a very long time. So If you ever have any problems, you need to get in contact with Will. You need to get in contact with the Shatoria, because if not, and it goes into warrant status and you get picked up on it, you're going to be sitting for a long time. Do you understand?
Yes,
It
Judge.
takes forever in a day to extradite someone from another state to here. I mean, we're talking weeks. Do you understand? I'm not asking much. All I want my street safe. That's it. All right. How do you plead to the DWI? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. Like I said,
Whoa, did you catch that? The judge just waived over $6,000 in fines and fees. That's huge. But here's the kicker, he made it crystal clear, one more slip up, and it's not just jail time, it's double the financial hit. Classic tough love moment right here. What do you think, mercy or warning shot?
follow the agreement. Your other case will be dismissed. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Are you working now? What are you doing with yourself?
I found about a main
Okay.
and yeah,
You're working currently.
yeah, it's yeah.
Okay. It's never about the money. I could give a rat's ass about the money. I don't care about the money. I'm going to waive all your fees. Okay. I don't care about the money. But what I care about is public safety. I'm now taking off around probably, $6,000 in fines and fees off you now, Mr. LaBoma.
Thank you, sir.
But if you pick up another DWI, if I see you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing not only a minimum of 30 days in jail, but a second DWI, it's a $6,000 surcharge. Get a clue. It's not hard. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are done. You were Miss Smith,
Yes, sir.
and you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
On February 1st, 2025, officers initiated a traffic stop on a blue Nissan Altima with an obscured license plate at the 13,000 block of Kirklandale Road in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the driver and observed an odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle. The officer identified the driver and ran the ID and found that the defendant had an outstanding warrant out of Bell County and was taken into custody. The defendant stated that there was probably marijuana in the vehicle, but it was not her vehicle. The officer performed a probable cause search of the vehicle due to the odor of marijuana and found 0.275 ounces of a green leafy substance that the officer recognized from training and experience to be marijuana. It was found in the center console of the vehicle.
What was she taken in for, do you know?
Her warrant
So she
out
had a
of
warrant
Bell
out.
County, I can run it and see what the offense is.
And then also if you can run her license plate.
Yes, Your Honor.
She does not have a driver's license.
Okay. Ms. Smith, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to drive any vehicle whatsoever. You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. These are part of your bond conditions. If I find that you violate these conditions, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Judge, I'm not seeing any active cases. What I am seeing is that she was on probation out of Bell County for possession of marijuana. So it might be a probation violation.
Ms. Smith, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No.
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application. We'll see whether you qualify for an appointed lawyer. If you do, I'll provide you a lawyer today. Do not pick up any new cases. Above all else, do not drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. You cannot justify getting in a car and driving for any reason. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Deputy Miranda's going to give you an application. I'll have you fill up, I'll have you sign a receipt with Victoria, and then we'll have you take your signature. Ms. Hill, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 180 days in jail to be probated for 12 months. As part of this agreement, for you to successfully complete this, you must do a DWI education class, 3 victim impact panels. You must also do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see if you need other conditions. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill those as well. No drugs, no alcohol, no breath test refusal, meaning if you're pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it. If you don't, you're in violation of this probation. No drugs, no alcohol, interguardian interlock. Is this how you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this, this is a contract that we're entering into. You either complete it successfully. If you don't, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You're looking at 180 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You must do stuff on time. The other thing you need to understand that this DWI will go on your record. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. The other thing is this, is if you get pulled over, I don't care if it's today, tomorrow, 5 years, 10 years, officers will see that you have a prior DWI. If you smell like alcohol, it's probably not going to go well for you. So I would never, even if whatever you're doing, even have a sip of wine, I wouldn't get into a car. It's a huge risk. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated now? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to it. What do you do for a living, man?
Judge, if I may, before we get to that, regarding the interlock, she does not have a car. She has not been driving. She's been operating under a no driving affidavit. I asked her today if she's going to get a car. I think she's still scared to get behind the wheel of the car. Chief said that we can talk about that condition here today.
Okay, so you need to understand that if you're not going to drive, then, I mean, we're not going to put an interlock if you're not going to drive, but you must have a portable device. You have to understand, though, is that we send orders to DPS in Austin so that every officer in the state knows that if you get pulled over, you're driving a car, you're supposed to have an interlock. If you don't, they're going to arrest you on the spot. So when you say that you're not going to drive, I really, really hope you're not driving, because if you do, it's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You will be signing an affidavit with us today promising us you're not going to drive while you're on this probation. If you do eventually get a car and you want to, you can. I'm not going to suspend your license today. So I don't know about the ALR hearing, but if you have a license, the only restriction you have is you must have an interlock. So if you want to, you let us know, let your probation officer know, you get the interlock, and then you're free to drive. But don't drive until you get permission.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Thank you, Judge.
So what do you do for a living?
I do citizen work with customer service for health insurance.
The reason I'm asking you this, ma'am, is that there is a $3,000 surcharge that is normally tacked on to DWIs. It's huge business in the state. Anytime you pick up a DWI, it costs you a lot of money. We all make mistakes, but if you continue to, well, you endanger other people's lives. It gets so much worse. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm going to waive the $3,000 fee that normally would apply to you. You pick up another DWI, though, it's a $6,000 fee. Do you understand? Not to mention a minimum of 30 days in
Yes, sir.
jail. Just don't get into a car. It's really easy. Even if you've had a sit, that's it. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck to you, man. Thanks,
Thank you, Your
man.
Honor.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we waiving all of them or just?
So reduce it, and then we'll kill the 3,000, and then run the court costs as well. All right. Good luck, Ms. Hill. So you're charged with false report to a peace officer or to a police officer. You're facing up to a year in jail, up to 6 months in jail, and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probably.
Hold up, a stolen car sold on Craigslist for cash? This is where courtroom drama turns into full-blown crime thriller. The twist? The defendant's story doesn't match the GPS tracking data at all. Imagine being the judge. Would you believe the defendant's version, or the cold hard GPS evidence?
Will cause you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Your Honor, on January 17th, 2025, officers were assigned to an auto theft case. The initial police report was taken by a deputy who spoke to the defendant, who stated that he rented a 2023 Toyota Camry from Toro. The defendant stated that he was going out with his friends when he parked the car at a Walmart in Humble on January 16th. When he returned on the 17th, the vehicle was missing. The officer made contact with the witness, who stated that on January 15th, she observed a post on Craigslist for the vehicle. The witness met with the seller on January 16th at a Walmart, which is in Fort Bend County, and The witness purchased the vehicle for $16,000 in cash and collected a title and bill of sale. The witness attempted to title the vehicle when she learned that the vehicle's title was fictitious and that the vehicle was stolen. Another witness stated that she rented the vehicle from the defendant on January 13th and it was to be returned on January 17th. That witness stated that the vehicle was equipped with a GPS and tracking device. The officer observed the defendant's car was never near the Humble area on January 16th, but it said it was in Southwest Houston near the Richmond and Rosenberg area. The officer contacted the defendant again and asked where he parked his car so that he could look at the surveillance footage at the Walmart location. The defendant struggled to answer the question and stated that he parked in the back left of the parking lot. The officer then attempted to contact the defendant again to come in and provide a statement, but the defendant did not answer or return any of the officer's phone calls.
So you said he reported the car stolen
Yes, Your Honor.
on
On find the
the
date.
16th, right? I think you said.
He said that the vehicle was stolen on the 17th.
17th. So did he try to negotiate a sale as well?
Let's see who the seller is.
So let me ask you this. She
Yes, Your Honor.
purchased the car for how much? And did she give-
$6,000?
And did she give that amount of money to,
Yes, in cash, Judge.
she get the money back?
I haven't been able to speak with her yet, because it's out of Fort Bend, so it's
Oh, so, okay, so that transaction happened in a different county?
Fort Bend, yes.
Okay, so that's wouldn't concern us here.
Yes.
Right, okay. All right, Mr. Burris, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. Do you understand? If I find that you do, then I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. I will do everything in my power to protect this county at all costs. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of any weapons as well. Can you run his license to see if he has a valid Texas driver license, please?
Yes, Your Honor. It is eligible, Your Honor.
I'd like you guys to please, if you don't mind, do a rip,
Yes,
see
Your
if there's any restitution that's available in this case. Okay, I want to make sure that every party is made whole in this one way or the other. Okay, please. Mr. Burris, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No.
Are you working these days?
Yes.
What do you do for, what I'll do is I'll have you fill out an application. I'll see whether you qualify for an appointed lawyer. First, I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'll have you take your seat at the jury box. So we'll get your bond conditions. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I will protect my county at all costs, Mr. Burris. If I find that you pick up a new case, if I find that you're a danger to my county, I will protect it at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on.